Well, after long and probably unnecessary deliberation, I've decided to plow the rye down here on Frog Air Farm City Edition. And so I drug in my little one bottom plow, and I've got it connected up here to the 1020, and we're going to see how it does. Let me turn you around and I'll show you what we got going. So I haven't really taken any time here to set this up yet, but we're probably not too far off I need to adjust the top link a bit for sure. What I don't know is how we're gonna do on cut width here. We'll see. I'm not sure. This tractor really has limited ability to adjust your wheel width, and it's all the way out right now. So that's kind of iffy. So if it really doesn't work out bad, we do have a backup plan, which is I still have the 2N in here, and we'll hook it up to the 2N and get the job done if we need to. So anyway, I'm gonna get this set up a little bit better, and we'll put it in the ground, and we will see if it'll turn that stuff over. Be back with you. Well, I've adjusted it a fair amount, but I'm not sure it's quite enough yet. I'm just gonna stick it in the ground. We'll see what we get. Well, she'll pull it, but we don't have enough weight, so I threw some weight on the front. Maybe that'll help. We'll see how it goes. We'll put it back in the ground. Once I get her dialed in a little bit, I'll show you what's going on. Alrighty, well, I made about 4 rounds here, and I can't say this is not my best plowing job, let's just say that. This is the first time I've had this little rig hooked up. The front weights definitely help. That's not quite 400 pounds on there. And then diff lock. The thing this doesn't have is draft control, so that's a kind of a manual feel thing, and I'm getting the hang of it, let's just say that. Otherwise, it's doing a decent job here. It's not getting everything turned over, but we're getting close, and maybe as I go along, I'll dial that in a little bit. I think I'm going to make more adjustment here. It's not really leaving a very clean furrow, and I'll tell you why I think that is, or one of the reasons. You'll see how that's skewed, and there's a bolt there that'll adjust that, and I've made fair adjustment from where it was, but I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get the rest of it adjusted out and get that pulling a little straighter. So anyway, I'll make the adjustments here, and then take you with me for a minute. Well, after messing around with the 1020, I decided to go to plan B. So let me turn you around. Even with the weight on the front and using the diff lock, this just doesn't have enough weight, and the plow is someone made it into a one bottom out of a more than one bottom plow. It's not ideal. So anyway, we switched gears, and we got the 2N out, and got it set up here. Again, this plow, whoever made it, they didn't set it up where you could adjust it side to side, and it's just okay. It's usable, I guess. Not perfect. So anyhow, night and day difference. I have to tell you, if the difference between having the quote-unquote the Ferguson system, which is what these Fords had, meaning draft control, and then of course a heavier weight tractor, all the difference in the world in terms of the way this thing plows. So I'm going to go make a few more rounds here, and then we'll take you for a ride. All right, well, so if you want to plow, That's the tractor. So anyway, compared with the 1020, we're plowing deeper, plowing nearly the full width, or at least, or probably the full width. So we're getting our plow sunken pretty good. It's definitely turning it over better. It's going, the 2N is able to pull this plow faster, and so it's doing a pretty nice job of plowing under the rye, and we're not getting too much in the way of build up or anything like that, so the coulter's doing its job. And anyway, I thought I'd show you kind of how things are going. There's some corn flour in there as well, but this running the 2N relative to the 1020 is an absolute pleasure doing this kind of work. So because you can see in the center there, that's where I started with the 1020, and it was not covering the ride nearly as well. It just isn't the in the machine. So we're going to continue to moldboard this. It's a little tough to take you for a ride because I've got such short rows here right now. My hands are pretty busy, but there's a longer stretch over there. We'll get you on the tractor with me. Alrighty, well, I'll attempt to take you for a ride here. I'm getting close to done. This looking pretty good. What I have plowed with the 2N definitely looks nice. The first part with the 1020, not so great. So anyway, should have stuck with this to begin with. I do have a little problem with the 2N though. I do have a little problem with the 2N though. The must be a keyway here in on the alternator. Somebody did a conversion on this thing that sheared. The belt's still tight. I'm going to keep running it. I don't have that much to do, and we're predicted to have up to 4 inches of rain over the next 30 hours or so. I'd like to have this done before that happens, and we're definitely getting a nice shine on the plow. Let's get this out of here. It's really not been plugging up at all. This hasn't plugged up at all. I do catch some on there, but it's not been that bad. So anyway, I'll attempt to take you for a ride here. It's a little challenging. You can hear that fan on the alternator. I'll have to keep my eye on that. we've done what we're going to do. That far end of the field down there is going to get mowed and tilled. There's a bunch of rock in there, and I'm not going to torture the plower myself to moldboard that. So we got the rest of it here. I think it turned out decent. You know, this rye was 5 foot plus tall in most places, 85% plus. So not bad. Sorry I didn't get you some live action on the 1020, but between a hand on the steering wheel and a hand on the hydraulic control, there was no way I could get a video of that thing going. So lesson of the day, while that 1020 is the capable little tractor, when it comes to plowing, that 2N has it beat all day long. In fact, any tractor really with draft control for tillage, far and away better than one that doesn't. It's night and day. You know, the technology on that 1020 still is pretty much the same exact thing you would get today on a compact tractor, and that 80-year-old 2N will run circles around it when it comes to the tillage. So I think I hit it at just the right time. This really actually worked up pretty nice, especially relative to the last time I did it, which was in July of 22. I think I've got a video on that. That was a rough day. But we'll if we get all that rain we're supposed to get, and I hope we don't, that's a ton of water. It'll at least this part will be done. It'll get a chance to settle that down a little bit, and then we'll get it finished up and cleaned up and made nice. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Don't know how informative it was. The old 2N did its job, that's for sure. The 1020, oh well, it's just good at other things, and that's the way it is. Thanks a bunch.